This will be my home for the next long while. About to go under the Tasman Bridge. And we're through. Out we go, just as the weather's closing in. 25 to 30 knot southwesterly change come through. We're totally glassed out and it is absolutely beautiful. That's Schouten Passage just closing up there. What a stunning day we've had today. Just absolute magic. It's the morning of our departure. Pretty nice sunrise. Mount Wellington there in the background. It's been an amazing 10 days working on the Katana 471 with Bill, getting her ready to leave from Hobart. Mount Wellington there looking pretty nice this morning. The night before last that was heavily covered in snow, and yesterday the wind howled, peaking at 62 knots. So hopefully things will be just that little bit better today. It's so balmy, I'm not even wearing my thermal underwear. So it'll be interesting to see how we go once we're out on the water and the wind is blowing, because the air is actually still pretty cold. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this adventure with great excitement, and hope to share it all with you as we go along. This will be my home for the next long while, whilst we sail north from Hobart in winter, 2nd of June, heading towards Queensland. She's a Katana 471 and her name is Ocealis, and she's a magnificent boat. Fearless captain in charge. That way. Head south, young lad. About to go under the Tasman Bridge. Mount Wellington on the right there. Five and a half knots down the Derwent estuary, just on the Genoa. Magic day for our first day on this long voyage. Just going past Betsy Island and our way to Lagoon Bay at the top end of Norfolk Bay, where we're going to anchor tonight. We won't make it till after dark, but Bill's been there before, so we're not anticipating any troubles. And I take this opportunity to introduce the third crew member, the mighty Tim. Thank you, Tim. We're just about to enter the southern leads, heading into the Denison Canal. The Denison Canal has a rotating bridge which will open up to allow us to pass through the canal. The bridge operator is there at the moment, opening up and stopping traffic. And the gap between it is only just wide enough to fit this catamaran through, which has a beam of 7.7 metres, big bait. So yeah, it'll be quite interesting. And the Denison Canal cuts through a narrow neck north of the Freycinet Peninsula, so it means you don't have to go way down south around Freycinet and Tasman Peninsulas when you leave Hobart and you're heading for the east coast, so it's a really good thing to have. Tim's putting the fenders out to get ready just in case we get blown up against the pylons on the edge of the canal. You might just be able to see the lit leads there, one light above the other, both green at the moment, indicating that we're able to enter the canal. And you should just be able to see the bridge. The rotating section is open and there's that gap through the middle, which is quite small. It's hard to imagine that the boat is actually going to fit through that space. When it was built, they obviously didn't have catamarans in mind. So we're calling out the clearance. All good! That's the rotated section of the bridge there. All good! Rotated section of the bridge there. All good! And we're through. Clear! Oh, a little bit of excitement. There she goes. The span in that bridge is now closing. Bridge is now almost closed, and there's the traffic over on the right hand side there waiting to go across. The exit of the canal is just coming into view now. It's pretty narrow. There's a rock on the right hand side we need to avoid. Open water appearing now. Tim on the bow there, keeping a lookout. Some nice seabirds, quite a lot of seabirds on this little point. It's probably too hard to see in this camera. And there's our channel, heading across this very large landlocked bay to the Marion Narrows on the other side, where we're going to re-enter the ocean on the east coast of Tasmania. Still crossing Marion Bay. Hey Tim. Which is large and very shallow, also famous for its oysters. And there's a whole stack of oyster farms here which we're currently threading our way through. We can now see the spit of land which forms the beach between here and the ocean. We're still in Marion Bay and we're currently heading out through the Marion Narrows, which is the passage that takes us from Marion Bay out onto the east coast. Weather's starting to close in from behind, and that's the entrance which we're turning into now. Out we go, just as the weather's closing in. Breaking waves on the left there, and quite close to the rocks and the shoreline on this side. Quite a narrow entrance this one, and you need reasonable conditions. Just coming out through the last of the channel now. Some really nice scenery, cliff lines. Showers coming in. There's quite a few rocks. Don't know whether you can see the beautiful colour in the water here. No, I just missed that. But and our final red marker up ahead, and then we're clear into open water. Just had 25 to 30 knot south, no, stay there. 25 to 30 knot southwesterly change come through. Pretty wet and windy and a bit choppy, but now we're heading around past these magnificent dolerite columns and into what we hope will be the beautifully warm and cosy Lagoon Bay. After a cold night at Lagoon Bay, which is in the distance there on the right, around 4 degrees but beautifully comfortable, we're now heading north up the east coast of Tasmania towards Bryans Island. Got a bit of a southerly swell coming in, and we've got 12 knots of wind on the beam, and we're sitting mostly around 6 knots with the full main and the genoa, and it's very pleasant sailing, isn't it, Bill? Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. What's not to like? There's that big mast with that very roachy main, all going just beautifully. And you can probably just see the bottom left hand corner of Bryans Island there, just to the left of Tim, who's admiring the view from the front of the boat. You probably can't see it, but we're going past a whole stack of really large bait balls at the moment. We're in the Mercury Passage between Bryans Island and the east coast of Tassie, and the wind's dropped out after our nice sail this morning. We're totally glassed out and it is absolutely beautiful, even if the air is still pretty chilly. Currently motoring past Bryans Island, which you can see there, and this used to be a British penal colony back in the 1800s, and there's a number of sites with convict ruins on there which are well worth having a look at. So whilst I'm here, since the sun's shining, I have a little bit of a look down below. This lovely boat. We've got the covers off the windows, so lots of nice sunshine coming in. It's a main nav station there. Around here, very nice saloon. There's our galley. Relatively neat for a boat with 3 guys on board. I'll go down into the port hull, which is the crew side of the boat. Down here and aft, this is my cabin, which is a total bomb shelter. I apologise for that, but because it gets so cold at night you get lots of condensation, so during the day I'm just spreading my stuff everywhere to let it dry out. And as we go forward, got our crew bathroom in here, all good. Storage cupboards and a sea berth which we're not using, and up the front here we have Tim's cabin, and he's got a nice picture window out here where he can lie in bed and watch this wonderful scenery go by. We're coming up past Île de Phoques, or White Rock, and there are a lot of seals in this area. We're coming to the end of our day's journey. Sun sets about 4:30, 4:45 this time of year down in southern Tasmania. That's the western end of Schouten Island, which is going to provide us, hopefully, with some shelter from the swell for this evening's anchorage. And Tasmania is renowned for isolated rocks, so you've really got to keep your wits about you. Mainsail down. We're now coming into our anchorage for the evening at Bryans Corner on Freycinet Peninsula. That's Schouten Passage just closing up there, Schouten Island on the right and Freycinet Peninsula on the left. Just getting ready to drop the anchor in this gorgeous bay. Just look at that water. That's pretty deep, probably 10 metres. You can just see straight to the bottom. That's fabulous. There she goes.
So put the, I'll back up a bit, you can put the driver on.
Can you just pull that chain through for me, Tim? Keep going. A little bit more. Yep, that's it. Alright. Up a little bit. Alright. What a stunning day we've had today. Just absolute magic. And now we're stopped in this incredible place. It's just, I don't know, this is what it's all about. Out on the water in Tasmania. The end of another extraordinarily beautiful day.